Hello and welcome, friends. Welcome to a special video where I will compare these two beautiful German fountain pens made in West Germany. We have a Reform Calligraph 1.5 and a Reform Calligraph 2.3. I've already done reviews about those models. If you are interested in the history of the Reform, please check out the review of the 1.5. And if you are interested in the special nib, please check the review of the Reform 2.3. Till then, this Reform 2.3 is already inked, and I will ink this Reform 1.5 with the Parker Quick Ink. You can see the barrel is quite clean on this one. And till then, I will leave the dimensions of the two fountain pens on the screen. And after that, we will do a writing sample comparison between them. I'm not so sure, but I believe they have the same dimensions, the same length, and the same weight. But of course, I will leave it on the screen. Okay, I've cleaned this one. I will cap it. Okay. After that, remember to close the ink bottle to avoid accidents. And I will start my writing sample. Let's give it a little zoom with the first fountain pen. So I have here a Reform Calligraph 1.5. And I'm sorry, guys, it appears that there was still some black ink left in the reservoir. So we have a blue Parker Quick, but let's say contaminated with a little bit of black. And let's see the other one. So Reform Calligraph 2.3. Well, I hate it when this happens. Yes, it's quite so this is has a lot of character to it. Let me see if I can make it work. Let's empty it. So I will empty it, and let me show you what okay, I simply emptied it, and now let's see. So Reform Calligraph 2.3, and it doesn't work. I hate this. I hate. So I'm sorry, guys. Let me see. Okay, so in the barrel it has ink, but it doesn't want to flow to the nib. Oh yes, now it flows. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is the 2.3 italic nib, and the other one is the 1.5 or the BB italic nib. So you can see the difference between a 1.5 or a double broad nib and a 2.3 nib. Of course, the difference, it is noticeable with the bare eyes. You can see the difference. It is almost double the size of 1.5. So 1.5 it's 3, and this is 2.3, so almost double size. And let's use it for a signature. Let's see if I can write my name. Okay. Okay. Let's see with the other one. This should be interesting. And you can see now the difference between them. So here it is. Let's zoom on them. You can see the difference. Okay, let's test the juiciness of the 2.3. It still has some little problems with the ink flow. I'm sorry about that, guys. I should have tested more thoroughly before the writing sample, but maybe it is my mistake. You have to find the sweet spot of this particular nib. So you can see it writes, but it has a sweet spot. So yes, the juiciness is like the other model. So bear in mind, when you have this particular size of nib, you have to be a professional to use it. You have to know its angles. You can see it has a sweet spot. A sweet spot. The other one is more practical to use, the BB. So we have just a simple nib, a practical nib. And look, the angles are more permissive, let's say, with a non-professional like me. So guys, this was my short comparison between the two models. I repeat, the comparison was not a comparison of the bodies, because you can see the similarities of the bodies, and it was more of a comparison between two similar but quite different nibs. And not many of you are fans of broad nibs, but I must admit that I was a fan of the broad nibs till I discovered the oblique special nibs, and especially those which were fitted on the 1950s Germany fountain pen models. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this comparison between two models, or two calligraph reform models with different nibs. If you did enjoy this comparison, please subscribe to my channel to support my activity. Again, I want to thank you for your time. I'll see you again at the next episode, and bye bye.